Roger Craig Smith's Sonic was the voice I hated hearing for a long time, mainly because he replaced one of my favorite voice actors, Jason Griffith, who I thought perfected Sonic's voice. Right when Jason's voice started to get really good, he got replaced by Roger Craig Smith. From someone who sounds cool and almost close to Sean Schemmel, to someone who sounds more like Odd from Kole Yoko, but more annoying.
Your little party with other people's planets is over!
Relax, I'm totally cool. Trust me, you'll see you won't even know I'm there.
Over time, as my ignorance towards Roger started to fade at Sonic Boom 8's debut, I came to find out that I didn't really hate Roger's voice, but more so the direction that Sega and the writers wanted Sonic's voice and character to go, which to me was a step back. Throughout the adventure games to Unleashed, I felt that Sonic's character was progressing. Each game seemed like he was growing up to someone more mature, and I loved that direction they were originally going for. But then Sonic Colors came out and it ruined everything. We get a Sonic that isn't taking situations very seriously, trying way too hard to be funny, and being completely immature. It was like a night and day difference from Unleashed to Colors, almost if they were like two different characters from like a different universe or something. But much like I stated earlier, it's not Roger's fault why Sonic became the way he was in the Meta era. When Sonic Colors came out, Sega decided to go into a completely new direction for the franchise. From an era filled with passion with that cinematic feeling in mind, to an era filled with less passion and with storytelling of a Saturday morning cartoon. This didn't help Roger in the slightest to stand out from the other Sonic voice actors, as I think the bad writing held him back. There's other things that Roger was involved in besides Sonic anyway, where I thought he was really good. It's clear as day that if Roger is given a good script, he would have the potential to be good. Sonic Boom, Wreck-It Ralph, and even LEGO Dimensions for example have shown us that he can be a good Sonic voice actor, but the meta era of Sonic games failed to show us that. But then Sonic Frontiers came out, and honestly I was quite shocked by the new direction of his voice. It's actually pretty good. It's not perfect and certainly not my favorite Sonic voice, but it's a great step in the right direction compared to what we got in the Meta era. This is where Sonic's voice and character needed to be after Unleashed or Black Knight, as this seems more of a progression of his character. Sonic actually sounds cool to listen to. He's actually more mature than before, and for once he's actually really funny and not corny.
What is your end goal?
It varies. Sometimes it's a spinning sign, sometimes it's a big old ring.
This is because the writing for this game is actually not too shabby. It's not too safe, immature, or bland. Instead, it actually tries to tell an interesting story to keep you invested in the characters and the game, filled with heartwarming interactions, emotional scenes, and cinematic moments. Something I felt that the Sonic franchise always needed and were missing for quite a while. I miss Sonic being mature, I missed his interactions with other characters, and I missed those emotional and cinematic cutscenes. In a nutshell, I missed when the Sonic franchise took itself seriously. Not too serious like Shadow the Hedgehog, but fair enough to invest in like the adventure games or Unleashed. It feels like Sonic Frontiers was slowly bringing that vibe back. Any game could be good, but if the story or the characters aren't that interesting, it won't keep me invested to care for very long, and I'll just end up forgetting most of it. It's the reason why I love Sonic Unleashed, the adventure games, and now Sonic Frontiers, as they managed to present a great story and characters to invest in, while at the same time being a great game. But most importantly, it has also made me respect and appreciate Roger a lot more as Sonic. From someone who I couldn't stand since his debut, as I didn't think he represented him quite well, to someone I can now safely say that he can. Roger Craig Smith is definitely one of those underappreciated Sonic voice actors that could honestly deserve some more love.